going to call the meeting to order.
Heavenly Father, fill us with your spirit and courage so that we might bring our talents and gifts to this important work. Open our minds to the task at hand. Open our ears to each other. Open our hearts to your will. We make this prayer in your name. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
We'll do roll call.
All right. Commissioner LeBlanc present.
Commissioner Gardner present,
Commissioner Burton present.
and Commissioner Timmis called in and said there was an accident on the highway, so he will join us as soon as he's able.
Have we heard about Commissioner?
Yeah, apparently he notified.
Yes. He's not feeling good, he not coming today.
So, all right. So the first item is the consent agenda. And I'm going to let you know that we're moving number 9 to new business number 3. Lift Consulting, name change. Excuse me. But other than that, do I have a motion to approve the consent agenda minus item number 9?
I'll motion to approve.
Okay. I'll second. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Next item, Dr. Shu.
Thank you. Yeah. You approve the agenda.
We just approved the consent agenda.
We did.
And the agenda, right?
Yes, the consent agenda was just approved unanimously.
Yeah. That HR consulting, we have started, or the approval, had a contract with the HR company. Then that finish it, start give a board report, and the Sheila HR Jenny gave to a report. That day, then board approval to amendment, the HR contract amendment for composition start. It was cost $18,700 something, less than $18,000. So board approval. Then board authority, our attorney, going to negotiate, going to work out amendment. That's the reason that our attorney spent some time and did the amendment. Now they just need to approve the amendment that they're doing the work. The money is no change, scope of work no change, just they need a formally contract for the conduct of composition start. I also postponed because August, September, most of the peak mosquito time. Because they want to start, they need a meeting our employee and Zoom in or coming for interview. That's why we ask a postpone to October, later October. So that's I look at it pretty good, first amendment. Our lawyer did a good job for them. We can just need a board approval. Then we can quickly inform them from late October. Now the mosquito season will be slowed down, so let us start the work to competition start. They need to take about 2-3 months. After they start, they're coming back, give a board report. So what's the pay grade, what's the pay plan? They not only interview our employee, they need to conduct some kind of other similar special mosquito control district survey. Same job, what's their pay, or they can basically start like this. Now, working very detailed report to our body. Then about for the discussion and make approval, accept or not. Okay. Probably happen maybe March.
So when would we get the results? March?
It should be February, later February or March, yeah.
Is there any more discussion on approving this?
No.
No. Well, we need a motion then.
I'll motion to
Okay, your motion, please.
approve.
Okay,
Sorry.
I'll second.
all right, all in favor?
Aye.
All right. Thank you. Now we need to discuss approving the contract for our attorney, extending it for another year. Does anyone have questions or comments? We're spending an awful lot for legal services, I realize, but I think we're making some policy changes that probably warrant some extra time being spent.
Well, I saw she had there was a lot in the beginning and it's tapered off as
Yes.
it's going on.
Right.
So, and I guess the average services were around, what, 10 to 12 hours? And we're paying 8 right now, and she bills for the other 2
Right.
or more.
Or more.
About how much are we currently spending a month?
Currently, depend, each month is different, depending how many times she spend. But so far, that, she total 8 months, bill 8 months, total $63,082 for 8 months. So that's, last year was the whole year, 12 months for one attorney, Miss Amy May. 12 months paid her $44,230. Then at 2023, paid former lawyer 12 months, $19,500. You, on your table, you have this, yeah.
Right. I think we've all looked at this.
Yes.
Does anyone else have comments they want to make?
Well, I'm one of the newest ones here. Do you think we're getting the money's worth? Because I know since I've been here, she's fixed a lot of things sitting at that desk.
Yeah, so I believe with some things are good, yeah. But some things you both want to control cost there, you have to make some kind of detailed policy how to reduce the use. Like the last few months, it's good, yeah. You know, sometimes the political issue, you never know more.
And you have budgeted how much? I forgot.
Budget is $60,000 for 12 months.
So,
I think you both pay our lobby $4,000 per month. The lawyer you pay, I believe, will spend more time than lobby. They can be, yeah. So that's the reason, based on the information, I budget for $5,000 per month. Now, just today, yesterday we discussed and we can set to question for other mosquito control district, special district, how they use their lawyer, how they pay for. I get to receive 3. It's different program, different pay. Some only a few $100 per month. There's one just a meeting. Some is based on calling, based on you district need. Some district amenity says doesn't request the lawyer join every meeting, just needed some issue ask. It's everybody different, every program different.
Okay.
After I received all information, talking to Mr. Hodges, okay, all correct information for her references, and give a board for references, okay, see.
so I guess we're at the point we need someone to make a motion to approve upcoming contract.
Yeah, she reduced it from 10 hours to 8 hours.
Right.
Or the reduce her rate from $400 to $375 for additional work. I think that's a reasonable proposal for 1 year.
Okay.
All right. I'll motion to approve.
All righty.
Yeah. The contract to approve.
Okay.
To extend it 1 more year.
One more year.
Okay, I'll second.
All righty. All in favor?
Aye.
All right.
Madam Chair, just a point of order.
Yes.
My learned colleague has correctly pointed out, the commissioners approved the consent agenda. The distinction was they wanted a motion to approve the agenda, which you all are halfway through. So just for purposes of procedure, I'm not familiar with approving the agenda, but that's fine if
Okay.
that seems to be the procedure, so.
It wasn't on my list, so I didn't do
And
it.
and I apologize for that. I would
That's-
just,
that's-
if you want to have a motion to approve the agenda that
I-
we're halfway through, that would be my recommendation.
We'll do that.
Mhm. Good,
Can I make a motion to approve the agenda?
you can.
All right.
And I'll second it.
All right. All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you.
Thank
for
you. I
that.
appreciate your diligence.
Sorry, I did that. Thank
Yeah, sorry, that,
Oh,
when the project coming is up, yeah.
All right. Mr. Hannah, would you talk to us about the cost of living adjustment?
Good evening, Commissioners. Scott Hanna, Anastasia Mosquito Control District CFO. I wasn't sure if there's one budget amendment, and it's got two parts to it. And one part might have got a little convoluted because the description part was separated, but the DAX part is just one report. It's like one tax return with different parts. So I don't know if the mechanical, but the main thing I think we're talking about is, well, I guess to summarize, there's two parts to the budget amendment. We're asking for a COLA, cost of living increase of 7%, which is an extra 4% that was in the original budget, plus benefits. And that amount was $148,332. Then what we have to do per DAX is increase the beginning fund balance. What we do is when we pass the budget, it's before the year's over. So we estimate, and it's based on the prior year and where we think we're going to end up. And so the actual ending fund balance turned out to be higher. If you look at your treasurer's report and you see the reconciled bank accounts, that total amount was actually 9.6 million, where we estimated the beginning fund balance to be 9,080,000. So per DAX requirements and for transparency and accuracy, we upped the beginning fund balance. So there's actually two parts to this budget amendment. I did, in case there was any confusion, the way it was presented in the book, I did make a simplified version. I don't know if that would help anybody. So basically it's COLA with benefits, $148,332. And the second part of the amendment is amending the beginning fund balance by $537,896.50. And I'm not sure if you have any questions.
So this wasn't in the budget, this is added to it?
Yes, sir.
You're just taking it out of
It'd be a
savings or
next
contingency?
contingency, yes, sir, which is on the DAX prescribed form. So we take 118,938 for personnel services, which is an extra 4%. And then the benefits is an extra 29,394, which is also taken. So the whole
And-
thing, it's an extra 148,332, which wasn't on the original budget we just passed.
Well, because we're having HR, the company, look at how our pay scale is right now.
Sure.
What if that comes back after we pass this and say we're paying too much?
From my experience with prior HR studies, it's like no one left behind. You don't reduce anybody.
Yeah, no, I
I
get
think
that.
if anything, it could increase. But I mean, I think we're a special scenario. We've got a large amount of assets with specialized personnel. And I noticed the people that are really specialized help manage these assets. If they have left, they've actually left the state and gone other places. So we've got the SIT, we've got the DBEC. We actually had, about 5 years ago, we had like 22 million in assets. Now we got like 39 million in assets. So the percentage of staff is just not in relation to what we're actually managing. And I mean, grants alone, which I think we're going to double because Dr. Qualls is working on some big grant right now. We brought in like 432,000. I mean, 432,000 grant money alone this past year. And so I think retaining staff, and especially since I think a few benefits have been cut. Everybody's been used to getting some sort of Christmas bonus, and a lot of employees have said they depend on it. And then the fact that the Christmas one went away totally, the education budget's getting cut in half. So things like that. And then just talking to a lot of employees, the distance they commute. I mean, we have 62.5% of our full-time employees that don't even live in this county. And they would like to, including myself. I don't live here either. And I live in Palm Coast because it's affordable for me. But like wear and tear on vehicle with the IRS rate is like $6,368, and I kind of bumped that number down. But just the gas alone for me would be like $2,400 a year. So I think we really want to try to retain professional staff that's trained and knows the facility. And the county gave 7%, and then in addition, the school board. I wasn't able to get, because they kind of was a little more cryptic about how they presented it, but they actually have fixed like a tiered system. And I've got a handout I'd like to pass to you.
Why didn't y'all do 7 to begin with?
I think we were a little bit shocked that the Christmas bonus wasn't going to happen.
Oh, okay, so that,
Yeah, I mean.
Last year was 1,000. Yeah.
oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Last year was 1,000 and the
We would've
year
violated
before.
statute, so
Right.
we, accepted that.
Oh. Okay, I didn't
We go.
know that.
And 3% has always
Oh,
been
you're good.
modest.
Oh, I gave you mine, yeah.
Very much.
Okay.
Yeah.
My costs have gone up way more than 3%, so I'm sure.
But, yeah, I mean, if you consider the salaries of our staff, I mean, they're looking at, most of them probably getting like $3,000 with the 7%, which is pretty reasonable. I mean, it's the higher salaries, like 100,000 or over, which is not too many individuals. That would be, obviously getting, like 7,000 or more.
What's the average salary?
Um,
30, 40? Around, I don't want a perfect number.
No,
48.
Yeah.
48?
Yeah,
Around.
yeah,
So you're looking at about a $3,000.
Yeah.
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 Okay.
another bump.
Ms. Rivera, do you have some comments?
Regarding the compensation study, they will help us develop a new pay plan. And what they will do, if there's an employee that's identified as higher on the pay grade, they will place that person at a higher step to minimize any future increase and kind of keep that person at, yeah, to kind of freeze that person. If it comes back that a certain person is not making too much, we can say this person has meet the maximum of their pay grade, so there will be no more increases for that particular person.
Like an HR quarantine.
Yes.
Right.
Okay.
But yeah, as you can see on this one, the school board, and I had to quantify it by hours. So dollar to dollar, with all employees, we're getting $1.01 on the 3%. And then just the hourly employees are only getting 79 cents at the 3%. And then if you take all these tiers, which I divided out as an hourly, the lowest tier in the school board's getting $2.16 an hour, with the higher tier, $3.98 per hour.
But quick question,
Yes,
Anthony
sir.
Timmis for the record, apologies for coming in late, was stuck in traffic.
Sure.
Question could be for either you, Mr. Hanna, or the attorney. The cost of living adjustment doesn't count as a bonus. It's separate to that, and therefore wouldn't require separate metrics for Florida statute. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's correct. It's actually, its pay. It's based on, it's just straight income. There's no merit involved there at all.
Okay,
Good question.
thank you.
Does anyone else have questions or comments?
Thank you, Chair. Yeah. It's employee really deserve the pay at 4% additional cost of living because this area is very difficult to living for underpaid $50,000-$60,000. So the apartment, house, and the food, everything increase a lot. So the person really deserve to get it. Also, we are all working for government. We are special district, working for county. County get 7%. Our workers deal with field work, deal with contact pesticides, exposure mosquito-borne disease, potential. So they really deserve it. Second, about the HR started. So after the board approval, that additional 4% will start October 1st. Then the HR will use the new label that going to start it. So now based on what we get adjusted, the salary going to start, give a board report. Third thing I would like to ask about, just give me 2 additional, not a 4%. Yeah. Thank you.
I'm sorry, repeat that again, the last.
Last is just give me 2% addition, not a 4%. Give other employee 4%, me 2% additional will be fine.
All right. So do we have a motion?
Oh, I motion to approve.
Your motion to approve?
Okay, I'll second it.
All righty. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
This is
Also,
great
need a
news for the
motion to approve
employees.
The budget amendment.
Oh, yeah, okay. We need, all right, we need to make a motion to approve the
Oh.
budget amendment as well.
The motion.
A second.
And for clarity, what amendment are we making?
We're amending the budget to reflect $148,000.
Oh, yeah.
To move from one area to another in order to cover it.
Understood. From
Plus
reserve.
the beginning fund balance, which is the second part. I made it on a more simplified paper I could hand out.
Since you made it, I'll look at it.
Yeah, sure. It's almost like a tax return. You have money coming in and out of different streams. The tax has one, somehow they got separated, like I don't have a total for you, controlling the board book.
Thanks, Scott.
No, thank you, sir. So that's like, oh, I'm sorry.
He was being chivalrous.
And what are we moving it from and putting it into? Let's see, contingency, okay, that makes sense.
So did we vote on that?
Water is
We need to
4%.
vote on the budget amendment.
Right.
Second, need a water for budget amendment.
Yes. Did you make a motion to approve the budget amendment?
I'll make a motion to approve the budget.
And I'll second that.
Okay. And all in favor?
Aye.
Okay.
And the good thing is that we have more of a beginning fund balance than we anticipated, another 537,000. So we have more money than we budgeted originally. So
Right.
there's some extra, yeah.
So
that'll-
it didn't hurt us.
Yep, yes, ma'am. Thank you.
All right. Ms. Rivera?
Sheila Rivera, HR Generalist. I'm here to present the public comment policy. At the last meeting, I presented a draft. Ms. Hodges provided some feedback, and then her and I, we worked together to develop a final version that includes all of her inputs. I'll go over some of the key points quickly. We are, the policy is basically establishing the procedures for when a person is requesting public comment. We kept the 3 periods for public comment as it was in my draft. And then we made a change to extend the time limit from 3 minutes to 5 minutes. So speakers will have 3 opportunities, 1 before the consent agenda is approved, 1 before the unfinished business, and 1 after the lawyer's report to comment on anything that it's district business but may not have been on the agenda, so it's more organized now. We still kept the requirement for speakers to fill out a speaker card, and we provided some detail on what is included in the speaker card. We also extended the designated representative time to up to 10 minutes, depending on how large the group is. Still kept the no time donation rule, which means, one person can't give their 5 minutes to another person. And as far as the rules of decorum, the lawyer had a lot of input so that we can remove the language that we had on our old policy that was actually unlawful, as you would say, that was very specific about the kind of language that speakers could use and what they could say. So basically, it's now minimized to speakers, they need to maintain proper decorum, and they need to speak on the subject matter at hand that the board is speaking about. And then we kept those clauses there that say, if there's anything in the policy that is not in alignment with Chapter 286 or Chapter 119, obviously the Florida law will trump this policy, and if you approve it tonight, this policy will replace our old one. So we kept it quite simple, but we added a lot of sections that we needed, and we removed that language that could have gotten us in trouble before. Any questions?
So does that mean if someone gets up there and starts telling us stories about his father in World War II, and doesn't pertain to anything we're talking about, we can bang the gavel and stop
And
it?
remind them to stay to the subject at hand.
Okay. Just checking.
I think we can remind them, but we can't tell them, hey, you
Yeah.
can't talk about it or you have to leave. I think he still has a right
Right.
to say what he wants to say regardless of whether it's,
She also kept the part where the chair may call for a person to be removed if they are
Disruptive.
consistently disruptive, as well as the executive director can, per our policy, can do that as well.
Yeah, I think the language is disorderly conduct, which would break the law. Generally speaking, as per the First Amendment, as long as they don't break the law, they can pretty much say whatever they want.
Yeah.
So that's something that we need to be aware of, just to make sure but we can, after they're done with their statements, their 3 minutes or 5 minutes, depending on where we can challenge them on what they say, correct?
You may, yes, as long as you don't interrupt them and become a dialogue, because we need to respect their
Set them
time,
back.
then you can wait, and then you can issue your response.
Okay.
Yes.
So I just want to put on the record the way I interpret this and to comply with the law is as long as they're not breaking the law, committing disorderly conduct, threatening anybody, they really have the right to say what they want. However, if they're not maintaining decorum, we can certainly remind them to say, hey, technically decorum would be you staying on topic. However, we can't kick them out of,
To my disappointment, yes.
Yeah.
He's the specialist.
I know.
But I am very pleased with the revisions. I mean, we are upholding the First Amendment, which is very important.
It is. Dr. Falls, did you have a comment?
I was just going to acknowledge that we'll make sure to put those placeholders in the agenda, so, because it's not going to be after every single item, that we'll make sure it's very clear, so that we'll give everybody their opportunity. as we move
Yeah.
forward.
Because you'll have to remember to call
Right.
for public
Only a
comment
certain- Right.
on the 3 times.
Okay. So do we have a motion to approve the
Public
Updated.
comment policy.
policy?
I'll motion to approve the public comment policy.
Okay.
I'll second.
All righty. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Thank you. So we moved the left consulting from consent agenda to the new business. We need to rescind the motion that we made in September to change the name we need to rescind that first and then approve it under the new name, so it doesn't change substantially anything we're doing with our lobby company. They just change names and we dropped the ball.
Yeah. So for the record, same contract, different names, that's it.
Correct, same dollar value for the
Okay,
contract.
And same people.
Yes. And
Same people, same
Same-
scope of
same
work, same
representatives.
price.
just a name change.
Meredith and
Yeah.
So we need a motion to rescind the September 11th
2025,
motion.
September 11, 2025 contract? And
Yes.
just like you said, Madam Chair?
Yes.
I'll make a motion to rescind.
I'll
Okay.
second.
All right, and a second, and all in favor?
Aye.
All right. And then we need a motion to approve the new name, which is,
Florida Partners.
yes, Florida Partner.
Oh, I'll make a motion to approve
Okay.
the new name, Florida Partners.
All right. Do I have a second? I'll second it.
You can do
All in
that.
favor?
Aye.
Aye. So it's passed. All right. Dr. Shu, do you have a
Thank you.
report?
Yeah, this year in mid of June, we have one human case for West Nile virus, thorough blood donation screen. So the Xinjiang County was under mosquito-borne illness advisor. So this is last month, Department of Health take a look, no more under the advisor. But so far, we have 7 positive central chicken West Nile virus, 3 East equine encephalitis. So the mosquito population is up compared with the last couple of months, so because there's lots of rain, lots of water. So that's the situation. So since last month, we have more cooperation meeting. We have a research entomologist from the CDC stop by, and the Department of Defense research entomologist come stop by. Also, we have a cooperation with the University of Nevada, doing some tests for NIH grant. And there's more meeting. Yesterday, we have one professor from Mali coming here to join the team, doing some kind of air traffic sugar-based stuff, and some different, also some SAT and mosquito pollination stuff, continue the work. So lots of the same field work. Also last week and this week, we started cooperation with California on campaigning, deal with the lab cell tests for GLP start. And thank you, Commissioner teams, stop by see the tail, see the pores testing there. Yeah, thank you for that. So other things, the personal, we promotion one full-time mosquito control technician from the seasonal employee, started Monday. Also, we started interview for other position board approved, and one full-time janitor and the other mosquito control technician. Also, molecular biologist, entomologist, and we provide operator. She accepted the job and will be started January 5th, 2026. There's still some kind of slow season, some kind of transition work. So rest is the disease vector education center is a little bit slowed down because it total about 1,100 visitors the last month. So lots of school project, home school, and they're coming make an appointment to visit. So that's interesting. About 70% is a first-time visitor, always something new. Thank you.
Mr. Bean, do you have anything to report?
No comments, Madam Chair. Thank you.
Thank you. Commissioner Lund?
Just as always, thank you to the staff for all their hard work.
Thank you. I want to make a note that in the December meeting, we're going to do a policy review on 2 items that appear on the consent agenda, the chemical purchases inventory and the treasurer's report and canceled checks. We want to take that off the consent agenda because I have no idea what the chemical inventory is, and asking us to sign off on it is sort of, doesn't make sense.
I think that's a good idea. I think we can have it maybe as an information, but it can be an executive function, because we're not out there approving, we're not out there inspecting the chemicals and things like that, so I don't really have enough knowledge.
All right. Thank you very much. Commissioner, do you have any comments?
No.
Okay. Superintendent?
That's all I have. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Dr. Falls.
Just one, I wanted to let our commissioners know that the St. Johns County is going to have their legislative delegation. Is going to be here on October 27th at 9 a.m. at the St. Johns County Courthouse. And if anybody would like to speak in representation of the AMCD Mosquito Control District, just let me know and I can contact the appropriate officers. That's just something the board would like to see.
Yeah, our lobby, inform our lobby form already. Hopefully it's opportunity, it may help us invite the senator representative come here visit.
That would be great. All right, the meeting is adjourned.